Good. The next, after you understand this thing, then we can create some more complicated characters. And if that works, we're going to create more complicated characters. And in the end, we can create more like, character talking to you or something. So this is going to be some really fun steps ahead. So here is the block. Now, when you're working with Blender, here are a few things you should know. This is your mouse, and it's very much recommended to use an optical mouse. There are three keys you have. Key 1, which is your right mouse click. Key 2 is your left mouse click. And key 3 is your cursor button. So I would just say scroll button. And all you have to do is you don't need to use all of them. Now, to move a camera is you need to click the center, that's a scroll button, and move your mouse. You should be able to rotate your camera pretty easily. To select a part, you need to use the right mouse button to select any part. So for example, the left mouse button to select a part. So coming back here, this will help you to select. Let's say if you want to select anything in your map, similar to Roblox, Eric. If you select a part, it will add up here. Your scene collection is just like workspace or your backpack. Everything that is in your game, basically cameras and light are the default things, but the cube or any other thing will add up over here. Right click is additional properties you can add, additional things you can add. And this is your properties window. For now, here is what we need to do. I'll be sending you some simple samples. First, I want to go in the first, the front face. Instead of having 3D selection like this, I want to make it just like a front view. To make it a front view, you can do a few things. On your keyboard, you have number pad. It's like if this is your keyboard, over at this side, you have some numbers. You can use those numbers to change the view. And I want you to click on number 1 to get the front view. And based on the numbers, if you press number 1, you get the front view like this. Do you see? Now I'm inside the front view. If I say 2, I get the view a little bit lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to be at 1. But let's say if your number keypad is not working, you're going to use this gizmo on top. So Y is the front view. Negative Y is the behind view, while positive Y is the front view. So I need the front view. Can you get the character into the front view?
Okay, done.
Move in.
Done.
Okay. Now we need to make this thing kind of ahead of the character, which has to rotate. So we need to think more physically and logically. I need to pull this thing up. So to pull anything up, what you have to do is just hold the letter G on your keyboard. Actually, we're not inside the edit mode. So these are, by the way, about the mods. Whenever you find that every time you hit the tab key, your mod changes. So right now, this is the edit mode. This is the object mode. Edit mode, where you can edit things with sculpting, the rest of the things. And you can either change it from here, the mods, or just hold the tab, just press the tab key. I want to move my character above on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press G and Z together. And let's say somewhere over here, stop. So these are the two keys I used. If you want to move on the Z axis, you're going to say G plus Z. If you want to move on the X axis, G plus X. So it's going to go in pretty much well order. Y, we don't need it for now, but these two keys are going to be very helpful. Give it a try. Just pull it a little bit up on the G plus Z. This key is what I've used to move it up a little bit. Once done, say me done.
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 Okay, this is your head character. Now you just need to keep saying me done because we can track up your progress. It says cube here. I want to name it head. So I'm going to right click, rename, or you can just press F2, both works, or just double tap on it. And let's name this thing as the head. Now, after you name it as head, I'm going to just zoom in. Get the side view. It's kind of too big for the head to be, but actually it's fine. I want the body to be smaller. So for the head, I'm just gonna scale it a little bit down. Scaling thing down, you just need to hold the S key after you select the part. So I'm gonna hold the S key. I have already selected the part. I'm gonna press S plus X. So it's gonna scale to the X axis without using much of the buttons here. So S and X together. Let's say a little bit more from here, and then I'll say X plus Z. For the head, I think that's good. And then S plus Y to make it something like this. That. Okay, that's perfect. It's actually similar to that, but just I made some changes to explain you about the whole thing. So can you do it? Try with the scaling thing. You can actually scale the way you like. Here is an ideal final character. It's gonna look like this. This is gonna be the head. Like it's cube box of the head of the character, the body, few arms, which are everything is gonna be animated, and your legs. So the head is always gonna be bigger than the rest of the body. So you can do it this way, the way I did, using S and X, and then it turns out to be like that. Or what you can do is go to scale, and then you can scale it with these numbers here. Okay, yeah, your character right now, the vertex is not set right. So, Robin, I'm just gonna give you a quick redo of things, okay? So let's say this is your shape. And right now we want to move it. So you mean every time you're scaling it, it's not happening the right way? All right, I'll just set a few things. I'm gonna set the rotation back to 0. Everything is back to 0, 0, okay. And why is it, wait, I'm gonna get the front view of it. 90, let's see. Wait, let's take a look moment. I'm gonna do a couple of few things. Edit. Or actually, you haven't saved this file yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'll just show you. I'll do a quick re-over for you. Always when you're designing or you're building a character, it's best way is you go to the front view. I click on Y here, or number 1. Then I want to make it go up a little bit more. So either you can just say G and Z together, or just move it from here. Let's say over here. Then I want to set it vertex to 0, like at the neck. Now, but you cannot do the vertex change on the object mode. You can only do it inside the edit mode. So you can hit the tab key or go to edit mode. And then you can again do the G and Z, or just simply move this thing up until it touches the neck, till here. Definitely with more and more practice gets easier. Now, once it's set, we can again come back to hit the tab key or go to the object mode. Now we can rotate and check if it's having a proper look. Like, yeah, it can turn around, it can rotate, you can see down. It's a little bit glitchy for me, definitely. You can look down and up. So yeah, everything is fine. The vertex is set. Now I'm gonna just come back to the way I was. Usually I press Control Z to come back to any changes I've done. Now we need to create the body. Now, if you want to create a body, actually you can do it, right? Can you continue back from here?
I think, yeah.
Or do you want me to do it? Actually, I can do it. It's fine. Just watch the steps. I want to add another thing. So you can just press Shift and A or right click. But it's better to add Shift and A together. And we're going to add another cube. Now, if you see this cube, it's not really the way it is because both shouldn't be of the same size. So I'm going to just basically make the head a little bit bigger. Scale it big.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you duplicate things?
Shift and D. Shift, not Control. Shift and D.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I've been trying to do the entire time.
Not control, it's shift here.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take a look. Does that look good
Mm-hmm.
for the body to be? I think it's just kind of pretty much stretched. So gonna make it a little bit nearer. Okay, that's perfect. Now that's your body, that's your head. Now I just need to come down. We're still inside the object mode. We don't really, oh, sorry, I wasn't scaling. My bad. Can just move it down. You can press usually the control keys won't work from my computer on yours. But yeah, that looks good. Oh, it's kind of very squishy. Let's make it, it's a head, so we're gonna scale it bigger. Yeah, that's good. Also, it should be a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Now we need to create a tiny arm around. So to create the arm again, you're gonna say Shift A, mesh, cube, and you get a tiny cube again. You're gonna move it out, make it look like an arm. So I'm gonna scale it down. Let's say tiny till here, zoom in. And after this, because it's still not exactly, that's still too big for the arm to be. Okay, I think that's perfect. Once done, then again come back to the front view to get the proper way. But you're in the back. Where's the arm exactly? Oh, we got the arm on the x-axis, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna bring that thing. Should be here on this place. Okay, let's get the front view. Okay. Not the back view, the front view. The front view, let's rotate it. And it's rotated 90. See how it's rotating right? Okay, that's good. Just need to create it straight arms. To see if it is properly rotated, 90. This is gonna be 0. That's gonna be 0. Then the X position also, I want to make it 0. So it goes back to the place where it was. Oh, not exactly 0. I think that's a Y position we need to change. Control Z to make any changes happened. This would go back to 0. Now we want to make it connected to the board. So I'm gonna just move it inside of the shape. Don't really connect it, but yeah, somewhere like that. Let's see if that's right. Okay, that looks good for the arm. Right, Mutun?
Mm-hmm.
We can get a little bit more closer. And yeah, we stopped here. All right, we got the arm. So do you understand the whole process, Mubin?
Mm-hmm.
Eric, you done with the change?
Not yet actually. How do you like specifically pick out two things at the same time?
Hold the control,
Back,
select two
no,
things.
because back in Roblox Studio, you'd press Control and click both of these things that you wanted to move.
Here
But I'm
also you
doing
can do that. Here also you can press control, but only in the scene collection. For example, I want to press control these two things, and then I'm going to move both of them over here. That's how you do it. But anyways, here's the thing. We just created this character. I actually wanted to show you about the mirror thing, but as the time we're running out of it, I'll give you a challenge. I want to create a leg over here. I'm actually going to do it myself first, but for you, you're going to do it by yourself. I'm going to just say Shift D, duplicate it, add the leg, get the front view always. For the leg, I want to make it more like, let's get the side views. not good. Okay. That's good. Now, that's one of the leg over here. Now we need to make sure that it attaches well. So I'm gonna just select it, go on top, because mirroring effect would need more of you knowing how to get it done. And the vertex of this leg is again going to be on the top, because we don't want it to move from that place, because if you rotate now, it will be kind of very weird like this. We don't want it to be, yeah, not exactly a good idea over there. So we will change the vertex, but I will be working about the vertex in the next lesson. That's fine. But for the leg, just make sure that it looks fine. It's okay, not bad looking. Scale it, proper it, and I think this is good. But your design might change a little bit, be different than mine. That's completely fine. All right, I created just the one side. As a part of your homework, you're going to be creating the other side of this character. Sounds good?
Okay.
All right, Mabin?
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing. Actually, yeah, just this. Or if you can do it, it's really simple also. You can go to the edit mode, select the part you want, for example.